Christmas, happy holidays, and we hope your 2013 has gotten off to a great start. To help you with the dog days of winter, we welcome you to Bachelor Therapy. Our premise: Sean Lowe, the Bachelor, on the threshold of one of the biggest decisions he'll make in his life, seeks out the help of decision-making expert Dr. Karl to help him avoid the pitfalls that have thwarted many other contestants, including himself, in the pursuit of happiness on the show The Bachelor and Bachelorette. Although very busy with his professional demands, Dr. Karl has agreed to help Sean navigate this very difficult obstacle course he has in The Bachelor to find true happiness and hopefully find his soulmate in a lasting, successful relationship. What we're going to do is have some sessions with Sean and analyze the information and the episodes that happen in The Bachelor to utilize the situations that we see to teach some good relationship skills and help Sean hopefully make a great decision for lasting romance. I'm going to be Sean's therapist, and I'm a licensed psychiatrist in the state of Pennsylvania. I've listened to many people in their individual sessions talk about difficult things in relationships and help them navigate some difficult aspects of their life personally and relationally. I've heard from men and women, young and old, and I've had my personal experiences in relationships as well. And I'll be drawing on all that as we try to help Sean move forward with the difficult situations he faces in The Bachelor. My skills: I'm a decision-making scientist as a psychiatrist, and I study decision-making sciences to help people understand what goes into decisions and how to make good decisions. And what we're going to look at is how to apply that knowledge of decision-making to these relational decisions that are going to be part of the Bachelor program. Now, in The Bachelor, it's like the ultimate fairy tale. You know, the knight in shining armor looking to rescue the damsel in distress, seeking out his soulmate, true romance, many obstacles, enemies, demons along the way that he has to fight and navigate to be able to reach that promised land of relational romance and happiness and fulfillment. And certainly on past shows, even though they're in these magical places, having these dates that are fantastic, fun, all the money at their disposal to enjoy some interactions and dates, the past episodes really haven't amounted to much happiness or lasting relationships. We have just one recently that evolved into a marriage, but most of them unfortunately fall upon hard times and end up separating. So why is that? Is it the premise of the show with all that hoopla and all the pressure that leads to the demise of the relationships? Is it that they picked the wrong people to be on the show? Are the right people on the show, but there's not enough relationship skills by the contestants to be able to navigate the relationship that they get involved in to choose the right person? We're going to take a look at some of those aspects, but for the most part, what we're going to do is look inside those episodes to figure out what can we learn from these so that hopefully you in your life can avoid some of the pitfalls that the Bachelor and Bachelorettes have had in the past episodes. You see, as I watched The Bachelor, I was attracted to the show. I like those reality kind of programs to see people, you know, in their real life, to see them interact, not staged, not scripted, but to just show who they are. I love people watching. I love those kind of TV shows. And in The Bachelor, I often found myself using some of the examples of the show as I work with patients and as I taught my daughters and my wife as we sit and watch the shows. We thought, wow, there's a great classroom there. All the students, you know, us viewers out in the audience, have this great material, have people acting out relationship situations, scenarios, some good, some difficult, some significant conflict, a lot of problems. Here's a great place to learn. We can't have these acted out any better in real life to be able to take as an example and learn from them. But unfortunately, in these episodes, there's no teacher. Chris is sort of just a facilitator. He's not a teacher. There's no relationship expert coming alongside any of the contestants, either the main Bachelor or Bachelorette or all the contestants, to help them understand and navigate and learn from all this information that's embedded in the program. So that's where the idea for Bachelor Therapy came, to be able to help use all this fantastic information that's in each season to be able to help you, the viewer, understand how to be better at self-reflection, self-assessment, and then equipping with relationship skills so that you can get the most out of the relationships in your life. Just as an example, last year there were several things that I felt that were real important that were often overlooked. One was that Emily never revealed very much about herself, very much depth about who she was. And none of the males really pushed that very much. The only one that did was Ryan. Ryan really pushed Emily to dig deeper and tell him more of who she was. I don't think she liked that very much or had much to say, and felt sort of criticized or belittled by some of the ways that he asked the questions and some of the humor that he had. Another element that I noticed was that Emily always was interested in physical contact with the guys, and actually felt insulted if they didn't try on the first or certainly the second date to make a physical advance towards her, that she usually welcomed those physical advances. Another important element was Kalen. Kalen was, a bad guy on the show, and certainly his comment about Ricky being baggage was probably in poor taste and not communicated as well as he could have. But he brought up a very important element, that Emily did have a child, and that child plays an important part as those men court her, and they have to take that into consideration if they're going to choose to go into a serious relationship with Emily. As we found on one of the blog sites called Mail Online, that one of the main reasons cited for their breakup was Jeff's criticism of Emily's parenting skills. So even though Emily sort of poo-pooed Kalen's remarks about Ricky being baggage, it really did play a big part, it sounds like, in the breakup of Jeff and Emily. There were also other allegations of cheating on both parts, but that's all a lot of hearsay. I couldn't find anything real well documented about that. So what we're going to try to do each week is bring you 5 regular webisodes, we're going to call them. The first one is going to be Week in Review. And this is where we just take a look briefly at the information that was presented in the episode and make comments about it and review the actual elements. Second webisode we'll have is the session with Sean, where we're going to act as if Sean has come in and said, "Hey, Dr. Karl, I was just in this situation with these women. What do I do? How do I evaluate that? What are the next things that I should look for?" So we're going to help advise Sean as if he came in for some help. The third webisode every week will be Roses and Thorns. And this is where we take a look at, who are the contestants that are shining? Who are the bachelorettes that are really putting their best foot forward, that are doing well, that are showing us character and characteristics that we think would be a good match for Sean or a good match in general. And we'll try to highlight what we see and why that's a healthy skill and makes them more attractive. We also will look at who are the thorns, who are the bachelorettes that are having a struggle, that aren't really presenting well or have made some significant mistakes in the process that lowers them down the totem pole for Sean's selection process each week. The fourth regular webisode will be Moving Forward, where we try to take a look ahead and project as to what we think might happen in the next episode, or things we would like to see happen as, what questions would we like to see Sean ask? Who do we think he should invite out on the next date? What he should do for group dates and those kind of things as we look forward to episodes. The last webisode, number 5, will be Reality Check. And that's where we take some of the things we've learned from the past episode and try to bring it into reality for you. Try to bring, what are some application points that can practically equip you as you endeavor in the relationships that you have now or future relationships that you hope to be involved in. We hope that you follow us. We have a blog address. It's www.bachelortherapy.wordpress.com. Twitter, you can follow us at Bachelor Therapy. YouTube channel, Bachelor Therapy. To get the most benefits, we would recommend that you watch The Bachelor, ABC, Mondays from 8 to 10, or watch it online shortly after the episode airs. And later on that week, we're going to post some videos in those webisode formats that we just discussed that help give you some insight and some expert analysis of what we've seen and how we can hopefully equip you to enjoy the relationships that you're in and find lasting happiness in the relationships you desire. Thanks a lot. We look forward to seeing you over the course of this season of The Bachelor. Bye now.